Okay, today we're trying to make something interesting. Something interesting. Got some references. References. Gonna try to make something good. Okay. Let's start with a Z-sphere. All right. My computer's already ramping up, so it's ready to go. Let's see. So let's see what we got here. Let's make this bulbous. I love bulbous. Bulbous is my favorite thing. Okay. Bulbous. His name is Bulbous. Bulbous is my favorite thing. Do 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 do. See, now it's already messed up. Why is that messed up? See, it's not doing the. Okay, let's start over again. It's not. I turned the symmetry on. No. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's try to make. I'm using some type of. Oh, it's not working already. Already, it's not working. It's not working. So, okay, so. No, it's not working already. Okay, so we got something small. All right, anyway. Sorry, it's not working. All right, well, just gonna use what we got. Can do it, do it. Okay. Stick that and move this back, and then this up like that, and then the did it 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 okay, so we got this. I'll make this larger. Move this. That. Yeah. Something like that. And then let's do another one. Why not? And then we can do a little preview of it. Hit A. Okay. And then let's make that. I love when it works. I love when things work. Okay. And then we hit F. That will center it for us. Okay, so let's make this thing a little larger. Can we? Can't grab it. All right. Okay. Okay. So let's try this over here. And that'll be the armpit. So we'll grab this and move it out like that. Like that. And then let's make it a little larger. Okay. And then put something like that. And then move this thing. Move it back up like that. Why is that? I don't know why it's over there. Can grab that. And then let's add one here. Ooh, look what he did there. And then I'll make this bigger. And then make a little Armosaurus. And then like that. And then let's try to make the. Now we'll turn off the. Let's do the arms first, because once I turn off the. Hello, New York, Jane from New York. Hello, New York. Jane from New York. Jane from New York. Jane from New York. Hey, I want a bagel. I used to live in New York. Yeah, I miss it. I miss New York. But I don't miss the snow. I don't like the snow. So there you go. I lived on 34th and Broadway, right in the heart of it. Coffee and an egg bagel. Can I have some vegetable cream cheese with that egg bagel? Oh man, doesn't get any better than that. Before you go to work, you get your egg bagel and your coffee, your vegetable cream cheese. Can I get it toasted? Sure. Thank you. Oh man, you get like 20 minutes of solitude. It's pure bliss before you got to go to work. No locks? Nah. You talk about $9 for a bagel then. Forget about it. Want an egg bagel with lox and vegetable cream cheese? That's like $9 and coffee. Forget it. $9 for a bagel. Forget about it. No, I can be very happy with egg bagel, or my two favorite bagels. No, my three favorite bagels would be egg, pumpernickel, or everything, or salt. So I gotta, there's a secret one in salt bagel, but all like, that's why my cholesterol is so high. The secret of that. Egg bagel in the morning, egg bagel at night. Da da da, give me egg bagel. Da 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 da, do do do. Egg bagel. Okay. So this. So now let's try to put in another one. Yeah. And then we can control it. Oh, I used to actually I made a character called Bagel Man. Maybe we should make that in ZBrush. Bagel Man. Bagel Man. Now see now, okay, let's put in the getting verklempt thinking about the bagels. Verklempt thinking about the bagels. Okay, so let's do this one. And then let's draw that. And then this one. And then and you know, if you could put this in Mixamo, which is kind of cool, although it should be in a T-pose, it actually will animate it for you with a FBX system, which doesn't always work. So let's move his leg over here. Oh, hello. Hello. My name is Shirley. Okay. Let's put some foot thing. Foot thing. That is a technical term. Can you put the foot thing there? Oh, you should, Jane from New York. It's wonderful. This is ZBrush. I don't know what type of work you do, but you can do modeling, you can do jewelry design. I don't, and for character. I don't use it for character as much. I use it for product design. So I'll make like hard surfaces and then bring that into, it's a wonderful modeling tool. And then I'll make it, oh, Procreate, yeah, actually, I like Illustrator. I haven't got into Procreate yet. Hello, Calmy Wiki. How are you? I try to do Procreate, but I just can't get into it. I guess I'm too set on Illustrator. I love Illustrator, although it has a lot of flaws, but I'm knee deep in it. Hello, Wilk. Yeah, well, I use I am an illustrator, and what I'll do is I'll illustrate stuff, and then I'll take a photo of it in on my camera, and then I'll convert it to vectors in Illustrator, and and then I love doing that. And then you just color it in Photoshop. Wilkie or Wilk, sorry, Wilk. But I love using ZBrush. It's a fantastic program. It's super complicated, but you can do a lot of cool stuff with it. So now this is called a Z-sphere. So what you use with this is you do, yeah, I tried using Procreate. I just haven't gotten into it. I don't know. I just love, I have a love-hate relationship with Illustrator. I mean, it's kind of expensive. Blender, oh, Blender? Oof. I tried using Blender. I mean, it's actually fun. People love Blender. It's definitely pretty amazing. I usually use Cinema 4D. I used to use Maya. I should try to get in Blender. I've seen some amazing things with it. I love doing, it's got dynamics too. Well, it's free, and it's got lots of plugins, and it's what I've seen. It's pretty impressive. I usually use Cinema 4D. I've just used that for a long time, but I've been trying to get into Blender. I just haven't done it yet. But yeah, it's pretty impressive. And then like last year, it just like blew up. I mean, people are using like crazy now. But I really want to get to use is Unreal Engine and do use that. So when I get my new iMac with the M1 processor, I would say if it's anything 2 years or something. Oh, that sucks. That sucks you have COVID. Oh, I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, my father just passed away with COVID. It was pretty sad. Yeah, I'm waiting for M1 iMac 2. I can't wait. I am super excited about that. I mean, I've used, you can use, I had an iMac 2012. Yes, thank you. It was pretty horrible. I didn't want to bring that up. Yeah, I was using an iMac from 2012, and it will work. Your fans are going to go crazy, but it definitely will work. So, I think it's coming out. Oh, yeah. He had he had COPD, so he had problems breathing. My 2011, yeah, I think it'll work. Well, I mean, that's cutting it kind of old, but I mean, it might work. That's pretty old. I had 2012, and the fans were bursting like crazy. I'm super excited about the M1. I want to get the iMac Pro. I want to spend about $2,000. I don't want to spend any more on that. So, but I definitely want the M1. I mean, ZBrush is kind of intensive. I have a 2019 iMac, and the fans are going off slightly in the background right now. I don't know if you can hear it. Okay, so here we have this. So these Z-spheres are great for just putting together a concept. So when I hit A, you're going to see what it looks like when you convert it to the mesh. Oh man, well, be careful. I know. I heard that there's some event coming out the 26th that Mac is doing, but I don't know what that is. I thought it was going to be released during what they call WWDC, which is their developers conference. But there's an event coming up at the end of the month. They might release it, but I doubt it. But you never know. What do I know? So I'm going to do this on low res. See what it looks like. But I am definitely excited about it. I want to smooth. Minor thing. Adaptive skin. So a lot of stuff's coming out. But actually, if you didn't want to wait, even the Mac, the two laptops that they released, the M1s would be more than it's faster than my iMac. So, and that's out now, although I would wait. But if you needed it, that's the the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro, and it's about $1,000. You probably get it cheaper, but those would run. Big screen, yeah. Well, then you could always get I mean, if you needed it now, you can get the Mac Mini, which can plug into a big screen. So that's only the box, and you need to get an external monitor, and that's out now too. And I heard that's pretty fast as well. But those are the first generation chips, so it's sort of like V1. I would definitely. It depends what your need is. I mean, if you need it right now, then that's that. But I would wait and see what's coming. There's definitely a lot of cool stuff coming out soon. All right, so let's convert this, and I'll show you some more stuff. I do have to go soon, but so I want to have this low res. I love low res, so let's do this. Let's see if it works. Yeah, see that kind of like polymorphic. I'm gonna make this adaptive skin. So now it is no longer. Yeah. My father couldn't breathe, so he was on a machine for 3 weeks, and it just didn't get any better. Sorry, I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, so now I brought this into poly low res, and now we could paint on it. Now we could model it. So we go to clay, and I'll show you another thing. Oh, okay. So first of all, this new thing that sort of works, and now it doesn't work. Okay, so look. So now I'm drawing on it, and then whoops, what happened? See you later, week. I hope you feel better. All right, so whoops, no, it's not working. Why is it working? Okay, let's see. Okay, so there you go. Okay, it's got no points. That's why we're gonna make it a little more. Let's give it some more divisions because it's very low res. But let's go to geometry and geometry. Where is it? Surface. Where is it? Deformation. Where is it? Okay, let's remesh it. That's what it looks like. Dynamesh. Okay. Turn that on. See how nice that looks now? So it has a lot more poly groups. And then let's, I don't know why it doesn't have that. Still a little confusing. Divide. Okay. Okay. It's a very confusing program. Hello, Frederick. Oh my gosh. Is this the Frederick from Belgium? Is it? Oops. Now look at that. Frederick from Belgium, is it you? Frederick from Belgium, is it you? See, now we can draw right on the model. And oh my gosh, it's Frederick from Belgium. How are you doing, Frederick? I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in a long time. How's your back? Yes. Of course. How's your back doing? I hope you're vertical these days. How's your photography? Frederick was so nice to let me stay at his place in lovely Belgium. His wonderful father took us to the airport, the train station. It was so nice. I appreciate it so much. It was very nice. I hope he's doing well this time. blah 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 blah. Okay, so now here's an interesting thing we can do. I'm glad to hear that, Frederick. Thank you so much for letting us stay with you. It was so nice. Your town was Nadia took us on this little tour on this park, and it was so beautiful. It was a very beautiful park. Okay, so now this is some dumb stuff. So now we can do these new things. Surface. Okay, where is it? Mesh surface. Mesh. Where is it? Mesh splat. This is kind of cool. Oh, nice. That sounds cool. Oh, that sounds like a dream project. I would love to do that. I love abandoned buildings. I used to live in a building on 34th Street, and it was an old hotel from 1901. I used to try to explore all the hidden areas. It was Houdini used to perform there in the early century. It was one of the world's largest hotels for the time, and it was had tons of nooks and crannies. So that sounds like a fun thing. Okay, so look at this. Now you have this crazy surface, and now we're going to draw. I messed up already. Now we're going to draw. You have to touch on the surface. Keep leaving at my button. Don't let go of your button, or your button will let go of you. Okay, it didn't work. Let's try it again. Okay, it didn't work. Let's try it again. Okay, it didn't work. Let's try it again. Okay. I don't know why it doesn't work. Okay, so let's try it again. Do we have it? Okay, so you're supposed to click on here. No, click on here. Okay, I don't know why it doesn't work. Am I selected? Do I have only one tool? All right, you're supposed to click on this, and then that. Click on this, and then it doesn't work. Okay, I don't know why it doesn't work. Let's try stupid thing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you've seen me try it before, it's very, very frustrating. Okay. Okay. So it says to freeze it. Freeze the. How do you freeze? It should be under geometry, I guess, right? Freeze subdivision levels. Okay, did that. Let's try it again. Let's go back to mesh. Mesh. We want mesh project, and then we'll do this. It said it did it. So and it worked. Yay! Okay, so you see how. Now let's turn down this to here. Okay, now you see how this structure is very strange. It's just not, it's all over the place. So let's, what we can do is we go on his legs, we click on the control and shift, and click on control, and make a little outline, which is okay. It's not my favorite way to do it. And now he puts that's too thick. That's supposed to be thinner. So let's try this straight down. Okay, let's try it again. And then we can do this kind of panel thing around him. See, it's still thick. Why? It's made it thicker. Okay, turn it down to here. Try it again. Okay, there we go. Now the cool thing is, you see how it just conformed to his body? That is fantastic. I mean, that is really amazing. So it just knows the surface, and it just conforms to it. It's very cool. So let's do some this. And then we can do, and then, whoops, that's the mask. Oh, I'm burning up. Okay, so we do this type of stuff. Oops, don't want to do that. Okay, and don't want to do that. Undo. Hold down Control, and then see, now look at that. It's going to go on the extrusion of the eyeball, which is kind of cool. I don't want to go. I don't want that. Okay. Okay. Gotta go soon. Okay. No. Okay. So click on Control, and then we're making this. Oh, thanks, Jane. Yay. I'm a creative genius. Thank you, Jane. Jane, we're gonna do a little sound. Jane, she gave me 50 cents. Thank you, Jane. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, I don't want that. God, I was distracted. Dang it. Okay, now look at that. It goes on top of that. That is amazing. I mean, it may seem simple, but I mean, it knows the surface. I mean, it's pretty impressive that it can just figure out the surface, and then, I mean, that I've never seen that before. I mean, that is just very, very impressive. ZBrush is a fantastic program. It is a pain in the ass to learn, but I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at it. You just really have to use it every freaking day. And if I did something called live booleans, which is over here. Now, you see, what I forgot to do is that this is all one surface. And I can't individually call, I usually bring stuff into a program called the Keyshot. And that would allow me to do real-time rendering. And if I did the live booleans, all of these pieces that I'm making would be separate. And so I could texture them individually, but I forgot to do that. And because I did, now it's all one piece, which is, you know, it is what it is. But the cool thing is that you could do that. I just didn't plan ahead. So, you know, you got these kind of cool things here. And, you know, for your monster making. I don't do a lot of monster making, but, you know, you learn how to do it. And that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So you can do like this. That's kind of cool. And then you're just making more structure. And I got to say, it's a very relaxing program to use. You know, it's just very zen. You know, and I just find it beautiful to look at the model. Some people are doing some insanely beautiful things. I use it mostly for product visualization, so I'll bring in hard surfaces, and then I will, like I said, bring it into ZBrush, Keyshot, and use it that way. So let's see if we can make a little, let's put the E for E-boy. So do this. Nice. And then we can make this surface thicker, or we can see it's got a little bevel on there. Look at that, beautiful. And we can change, we have a lot of flexibility. We can change all this stuff. You can extrude it. It's like, I mean, you could really create anything in ZBrush, anything at all. It's just an amazing program, and just getting better. And then, you know, I mean, I'm not even touching what you can do with it. Oh, it depends. This has 182 points, so it's pretty small. You can go up to millions. You can see how it's quite a low res on the sides. Maybe a few megs, or at the largest I can go up to 3 million points, and maybe it's 500 megs. I think my largest file was maybe a gig, but that was very complicated. So stuff like that. But like I said, I usually take this into Keyshot. So that is for 3D visualization. So when you do that, you get real-time resolution. So I can make his body like human skin color, and right now it's like this one structure, one texture. So you have these textures. So he has that, and you can change it. But and then it's the and you gold and stuff like that. So you can see how it's reflective and all that stuff. And in Keyshot, you get it's even better. So that's why I usually use it. So it's like very kind of real time. And then it has shadows. So I can do the rendering here, and you can see how the shadows, and it looks a little more realistic. But Keyshot does it even better, even fantastic. No games. I tried making some games on the iPhone and never sold. Actually, I didn't do games. I did storybooks. So I'm an illustrator, and I was trying to make a funny book, but it never sold. Whap whap. Isn't that sad? Yes, I do create art for games with my own thing. Did art for some people, but it's hit or miss. I wanted to make my own story. I wrote a story called Little Chicken Goes into a Black Hole. It was epic. Yeah, you can check out my stuff at That's me. So I've done stuff for Rick and Morty on the Amazon site. So we got to create some like art for the brand. That was super fun. Oh yeah, have you done it on Amazon? I tried selling on Amazon. I didn't sell crapola. And then I tried. I made a storybook. It's just a book, on iOS App Store. I sold like a few, but nothing to write home about. You can make it and make stuff, but actually selling it, that's the hard part. As you probably know, I'm not very good at marketing, unfortunately. It's just, it's very difficult to do that. Okay, so let's look at this. So now we have these. I sold a few. KDP is pretty cool if you want to do that. People love that. It's a lot of work. So now look at this. We can do these circles. Let's make it smaller. So now I'm doing this. And then you can bring any type of alpha on there. This is just a circle alpha. But you see how it's conforming to the surface? It's at the angle. It's fantastic. I mean, it's really an amazing thing. Yeah, KTP is fun. I was kind of into it for a while, but I thought it would sell. I did a few books, like coloring books and stuff like that, but they just didn't sell. It's like, oh, forget it. So now I use Merch by Amazon. I don't know if you're familiar with that. That's much better for me. So it's just like T-shirts and products, and it's the same thing except it's not a book. It's just like T-shirts and what am I talking about? T-shirts and pop sockets and mugs, and not mugs, phone cases. So that's what I do with my art. I thought KDP was going to be cool, but it just didn't take off. So, and it takes a long time. It's a lot of work to do that. I mean, it's not. I mean, you're doing stuff. A lot of because you have to make the book. You got to prep it. You got to do it in InDesign, and you're not. It takes a while. Okay, look at this. This guy is ready. They do kid sizes. They do have kid sizes. But then there's restrictions on, obviously what you can put on a kid's t-shirt. But they do have kid sizes. Sold a few. Mostly I sell men's sizes. And the cool thing is they added foreign markets. So they have Europe, they've got UK, they just added Japan, which is cool. I thought my art would do well in Japan. I sold a few, but it's not what I thought I would sell. Okay, so now we have this dude. Let's add a new cool thing. We could add this thing called, I gotta go soon. We could add this thing called splat. So you have to touch the surface for some bizarro reason. And see, it has this kind of splat thing. Yeah, using design. You know, I don't like InDesign for some reason. It doesn't, I mean, it's cool, but it just doesn't work the way I'm used to working with Adobe products. Is that working? Let's see. I just, to show you how old I am, I used to use Quark, which sucked. Whoa, look how thick that is. Quark was horrible, but it was the only game in town. His design is much better than that, but I don't know, I just haven't gotten into it. Ugh. It's kind of cool. It's kind of like, look at that, gluey. But it's a nice program. I mean, I don't really do that type of stuff. I like to do posters, and I use Keyshot a lot. I mean, sorry, Keynote, which is a lot of fun. Quark was horrible, remember? Such a horrible program. Never worked. And Quark help, forget about it. That's too much. That's not too bad. Okay, so now you see, now watch, okay, I gotta go soon, but, oh, we'll do one more thing. So now watch this. This is my favorite part. So we're gonna make a subtool. That's how you add things. And we're gonna add a plane, okay? And now for some reason you gotta turn off this stupid thing called display properties and double. Okay, I think that's right. Okay. Okay, so now it's wrong. So see, it doesn't show the back. You got to turn it. Why that is really annoying. I mean, just display, just show it. Can't I just have visibility? I always forget. Show. Is that it? No, I forget. Just turn it on by default. I don't remember. I hate it that they can't. I mean, I just love to have it on by default. Okay, so anyway, let's see if we can do it. So, and of course it disappears. I didn't ask it to disappear, but it did it anyway. So now I'm gonna turn it back on again. I didn't ask. I mean, these are the things that drives me crazy about ZBrush. Did I ask to turn this off? No, I didn't. Okay. So see, turns it off. I don't want it to turn off. ZBrush. Okay, so now cover this thing, and it's like a crazy it's a crazy, you know, surface. Now we go to dynamics, and then we turn collision volume, and it's gonna turn it on and gonna recalculate that. So it knows the structure of it now. And now it's going to run, we're going to run a simulation. Now look at that. Insane. In the membrane. Look at that. That is just crazy. But that's how, I mean, just, that is insane. So now we can go to Clue. Now this is even more insane. Turn gravity on. Okay, it's going to work. Okay. Okay. Well, it's not working for some reason. Oh, I went the wrong one. I don't know why it's not working. You're supposed to be able to. Why isn't it working? What did I do wrong? Okay, there we go. Okay, so now see, it's actually pulling it like it's still a piece of cloth. Let's go to transpose cloth better. And now this is pretty insane too. So look, I'm pulling it, but it's still acting as gravity. Like I'm pulling it, oops, like I'm pulling it on top of the structure. See, it still conforms to the shape. Insane. Insane. So now let's go back to the cloth pull. See, I'm pulling it down. It knows the structure of it. It's just, I mean, I'm blown away how insane this is. I mean, you would never. I've never seen. You know, a lot of software has cloth, but nothing like this. I mean, crazy, 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 crazy. Cray cray times a million. Anyway, I just love the way that works. So then, you know, it's just a separate structure. So you get rid of that. Click on this. Although I can't stand the way these. Well, there's a lot of stuff in ZBrush that drives me insane. But okay, so now you see this is the active point, 322. So it's still, the stuff is still low res. And so let's pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Boom. So we're going to give it some more. Let's see. Now let's see. We see this little low res thing. Let's pump that up. You see how that cleans it up? Now you're at a million. So now it's much larger. And these are the polys. And we look at it. See, it's got all this stuff. And now I think, I don't know polygroups that well, but these are all called polygroups. And I think you can get control over each one. I don't know how to do that yet, but I don't know if you can extract everything. I would think you can because it's all different parts, but it's sort of like a map of the structure of the model. And I think in theory you could, you know, if you wanted to texture this area, it's because it's divided by color. You could say, hey, just do the orange, or hey, just do the green, and do stuff like that. But that is more advanced than I know. But still, it's pretty fantastic. I just love looking at the mesh. I love mesh. 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 So you could see that because now it's a lot cleaner. See, it still has this. So I could pump it up even more, but it's at 1 million. So if I did it again, it's going to double it to like 2.6 million. And then it's going to start to, although I could probably still do it. I think anything up to 6 million is going to crumple it. But I'd be excited to see how that it works with on the M1. Okay, I gotta go. Thank you, Jane, for staying around. Thank you, Wiki. Thank you, Frederick. Who else was here? And everyone else. Who else was here that said hello? Thank you, Wiki. Thank you, talking about Callie. Thank you, talking about the bagel, and blah blah blah. Have a lovely day.